Greetings, citizens of the internet. I'm Static Buzz, and this is Storytime with Static. But in all seriousness, this is Storytime with Static. The subject of this story is going to be one that people take really, really serious. Kind of controversial because you'll have the people that are pros and cons against this. They're real, they're not real. The story is going to be called the UFO. But before I go into the actual story, I'm going to remind people how this works and inform the people who don't know how this works. So once I'm done with the story, in the comments you put down if the story is true, if you think the story is true, fictional, or partially true, and I've added stuff to it to make it more interesting. Okay? So the story is called the UFO, like I said earlier, and this is how it goes. So me and my sister, I was about 7. We were living, my sister, my dad, and myself were living with my grandmother, and it's in the middle of Phoenix. About 20-year-old housing, not a great neighborhood, but not a horrible neighborhood, just kind of lower middle class, I'd say. And my sister and I were out front throwing a ball on the roof. It had just gotten dark. And she wanted me to go down 3 or 4 houses to see if these 2 brothers wanted to play. And I don't remember their names. And I'm trying not to use names. So even if I knew them, I probably wouldn't say. So I was like, all right, I'll be right back. I went down 3 or 4 houses, knocked on the door. Their mother came to the door. And I said, hey, can so-and-so and so-and-so play? And she's all, let me go check, see if they want to come out. So she went in, and what seemed like forever. I mean, it should have been like 30 seconds, but it seemed like 5-10 minutes. I don't even know. Could have just me being impatient or something. I have no idea. But anyway, she came back and she said, no, they don't really want to play. It's late. They're, not feeling like playing. They want to stay in the house. So I was like, all right. And then I left, went back down to my grandma's house. Hum-de-dum-de-dum-de-dum. And when I got there in the front yard, the ball was on the ground. So I was like, okay, where's my sister? First thing I did is I poked my head inside the house and see if she was in there. And sure enough, she was in there. And the whole house is in a frenzy. My dad, my grandmother, my grandfather, they're all at the table. And they're buzzing like 100 miles an hour. And it's just, I was like, what the heck is going on? So I guess in the time that I went down and asked if the 2 brothers wanted to play and came back, a UFO came and hovered over my grandmother's house. Sat there for, 20, 30 seconds, and then took off. Meanwhile, my sister's looking up at it the whole time. And inside the house, I guess, the TV, which, remember back then, there was no cable, all open air antennas. I know, crazy times. And I guess the TV reception went out, was like staticky for that whole time until it zoomed away. And then my sister came in the house and told my dad and my grandparents what she saw, and that's why everybody's in a frenzy. My dad was at the table trying to get like a police sketch artist, getting my sister to tell him what she saw, and he's there drawing it, and he ended up drawing like this typical saucer UFO. Well, I should say typical. It was mostly typical. Had the bubbles on the top, and it was kind of saucer shaped, but on the side of where the tips came down, there was like a little flat area there there was lights around the outside. So my dad drew a couple versions of this, and my sister sat there and told him over and over again what she saw, and somehow, being 3 to 4 houses down, I missed this. I didn't see a darn thing. So, yeah, that's the story. Tell me what you think. Is it true, fictional, or partially true? And come back next Tuesday to find out what it is. So, as usual, show your support by clicking like and subscribe. Until next video, take care. Bye-bye now. Static Buzz